Cancer. How you doing? What you been up to? I have a few messages for you, obviously. We have a lot of cards out. We have right off the bat is you feeling like you have some sort of fog. There's wool over your eyes. You're feeling unfocused, maybe lethargic, maybe a little bit unmotivated, but it's simply because our body, our mind, our spirit is in a state of overwhelm. Now, our challenge here is the Seven of Wands, and this means protection. It also means having up healthy boundaries, right? So I feel that we are having a tough time, number one, saying no. Number two, following a routine. And number three, really building up a space that makes us feel safe and secure. Because your focus is the Four Coins here. A lack of stability, it's wanting a lot more than what you have currently. It's greed as well as a desire for long-term security. It's like, I like what I have now, but where am I going to be in the future? Where am I going to go from here? How am I building this up? Am I simply just going to exist? Am I growing? As you can see, he's kind of clutching here. He doesn't feel like he has a lot of, how to explain, velocity in his finances or his reality. He's like, I don't know how I'm going to blossom and bloom. What if this is the best I've got energy? So that's the focus of this reading. Our advice from Spirit is the Eight of Coins. And this is someone who is very talented. They are recognized for their skills. They have a very wonderful work ethic. It's also a promise of stability brought to you from your own hard work, from your own efforts. Yeah. And so I don't know. I felt like I should say that. I wanted to get straight into it. I have your outcome. I also have some clarity on what that outcome is and some advice as well pulled from here. And I'd love to pull some advice for your emotional state here. Because here, it's like, number one, we need to get our basics understood. Our basics really, how do I explain? Just in a row. And I feel our environment isn't enough for us. Our body is feeling kind of whack. Maybe even the people around you are feeling a little bit, ugh, because our guard is up, but not in a healthy way. And then we're kind of clutching on to, I wonder, I just had this visualization of someone clutching their pillow when they're nervous. Or like every time they sit on a couch, they really like to hold a pillow like that, or maybe their purse. I don't know. That's what I see. So let's go ahead and get into the future and some advice for you. So your future is the Two of Coins here. And the Two of Coins is being spread thin. It's having to do a balancing act. Now, sometimes it can be a good energy. It doesn't always have to be bad, but we read everything together. And while we're in this energy of, everything feels a little bit uneasy, I'm choosing to take it as in we're feeling like we're having to really multitask a lot, put our energy here and there, and there's not quite time for a rest. And I wonder if that's been our energy for quite some time now. So clarifying everything, we have the World, the Five of Swords, and the Lovers. And this tells me that you've done this before. And also, you know exactly what I'm talking about because it comes up in your mind constantly. You're a very smart energy, but I wonder if we assume the worst because we have this Seven of Chalices, right? Where we're kind of swarming in thoughts, emotions, feelings. And when that happens, we tend to really focus on the worst or assume the worst. And that can frighten us, that can scare us, but we have some resolve coming in. That's the good news, okay? It's not, you're not always going to be in this energy. We have the Lovers card coming in, so it could mean that someone that you really love comes in, helps rebalance things. But it's also an energy of you committing to change, you committing to your development, your growth. And I say this because we have the World, and this is learning lessons, ending of cycles. You have done this. many, many, many times. And you recognize your patterns and the patterns around you. And now all we need to do is really face up to our fears, face up to what it is that we keep running into. And then, maybe it is someone you love, or maybe it is just self love, but we really commit to changing it. We're not going to make those mistakes again because it's an ending of a cycle. And I will say, as this video is being recorded, we are exiting out of a retrograde, I believe, Mercury. And so, maybe the planets have something to do with it. But as I keep saying, it's like, I don't want to go through this cycle anymore. So it's time to put a stop to it. So let's get to the advice. We have Prudence here. And it's so funny. It says learn from the past. You have been through this before. We have Prudence here, self assurance, integrity, and clear mindedness. We need to get you grounded. We need to get you both of your feet on the earth or something, because remember, your advice from the original spread was the 8 of coins, and this is being good at what you do. It's really deciding to put in the good work, put in the good effort, and seeing that pay off in real time. So tell yourself you're capable of doing that. Try to yeet this 5 of swords out the window. Obviously, recognize that as part of yourself. We all have that, even I can assume the worst at times. But we tell ourselves, okay, I recognize that, and I'm not going to let that persuade me in the wrong direction. I'm not going to let that be a devil whispering in my ear. And then we have elephant spirit, learn from the past. As I said many a times, you've done this before. It's time to really learn. Try to really, and I wonder if writing it down. So this is Libra energy here. And Libra balances the scales. And I'm imagining like a ledger being written. So this is you writing down your experiences and trying to recall, the cycle of everything. Okay, so I have a bad day at work. And then when I have a bad day at work, I go off and I don't know, I overeat, or I have a smoke, or I have an anxiety attack. It can be a broad spectrum of things that you experience here. But I feel like if we just recognize our triggers, recognize our instabilities, that will help us lift the fog. Very much so. Yeah. So learn from the past. I don't know. A ledger. I don't know why that keeps echoing in my mind. So we have another advice card. And as I said earlier, we're going to pull for help with your emotions. But we have High Priestess, harness mystic power. And the High Priestess is interesting because she is the yang to the yang, right? She can't exist without the other. And so I like to explain the Hierophant while I'm explaining her. Hierophant knows that as they change their outer reality, it changes their inner reality. So this is them making a life that feels comfortable, making a life that feels stable. They're getting their body cozy. They're making their environment suit their needs. For example, I have ADHD, so I have to have all my medicine out on the counter or I'm not going to take it. Or I need to have all my vegetables out of the drawers or I'm going to forget I have vegetables in the drawers. And by doing that, I've changed my inner reality because I've brought in more peace, right? I'm taking my medicine. I'm eating my vegetable even. So I don't know if that it means anything to you, but I really feel like it would help you to embody not only the High Priestess, but the Hierophant. So anyways, I was getting to the High Priestess. She knows that through working on her inner reality, it changes her external reality. So this is you really doing the mental work. It's really thinking about, what do I need to take action on? How am I feeling? Why am I feeling this way? Does it stem from trauma? Does it stem from a need, a want, a desire, a passion? It's all of those things that we can then take action on. And that's how they complement each other. They're known as the divine couple, but You know, the duality of life. So I'm actually going to do a quick pause here and then we will pull for some advice on your emotional state. I want to see where you are, where you're going, and what we can do from here. Okay? So for where we are currently, we have the Seven of Coins. And this means patience, hard work. This is telling me that we have a long journey ahead of us. We recognize that, we understand that, and we know that with time comes healing. Healing is going to come with not only our efforts, but also our peace. We've got a cat coming in here. You want to say hi to Cancer? Come here. Go say hi to Cancer. And this is best at the people who don't know. Oh, all right. So we're being patient with our emotions, right? Because we've done this before, right? It just makes sense. We've done this before. We know that we need time to calm down. Now, where are we going? We have the Queen of Chalices, and this is exactly what I want to see when we pull for where are we going emotionally. The Queen of Chalices is someone who is very healing, nurturing, kind, considerate. They are very forgiving, very compassionate. And you're doing all of that to yourself. And I know it's a little bright there. You can see it is animated. Now, what do we need? Give me the card. Now, what can we do from here? We have the Page of Chalices. I'm sorry, the Page of Swords. Gosh, the kitty is distracting me. We've got the Page of Swords, all right? The Page of Swords is very inquisitive. They ask questions. And that's what I was thinking with that ledger, right? I feel that will help you emotionally. So I pulled a little bit as well extra. I did a kitty. What you don't see coming, the Magician. The Magician is a master manifester. So I wonder if we're manifesting something and we don't even know it. And I feel it's on a subconscious level, and it's because we are being patient with ourselves. We've done this before. And once again, we did get the world, so we're ending a cycle. We're learning a big lesson here, and we're going into a new book, a new chapter. And I feel that new chapter is emotional awareness, emotional forgiveness as well. And it's because of these questions that we ask ourselves, and it's motivating us to really put ourselves in this energy of I'm the master of my reality. I'm not going to give my power away to these outside negativities, right? Whether it be a person, your job, your environment, your family, whatever it is. So I pulled for give it to me. There you go. I pulled an extra card for what we need more of. And we have the eight, the eight of pentacles again, or the eight of coins, not only for your generalized area of life, but for your emotions. We need to really get our hands into it. We can't really take a step back. This is something we have to save ourselves from. We also have the waterfall. The waterfall, inner power, unbridled confidence, and claiming your place, as well as the mist. And I know it's hard to see, but it says, trust your inner compass and be led from within. And I wanted to close your reading with this waterfall card. I love this deck. This is the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. It's a beautiful deck. She's a wonderful, ooh, that's my tea. She's a wonderful author as well. And so let's end it with this. Here we go. The waterfall, inner power, unbridled confidence, and claiming your place. The waterfall is a place of power, incredible force, and activation. The previously calm, embracing waters of the running river gather momentum and then hurl themselves wholeheartedly toward their destiny. With wild abandon and great confidence, they leap into the unknown. Perhaps this explains why being near a waterfall is such an empowering experience. We feel the pounding energy of the waters deep within us. This card is all about embracing the power within, stepping forth and claiming your place. You've been working for this for a very long time. She stepped on my stepped on my hotkeys. You've done Oh wait a minute. This card is all about embracing your power within, stepping forth and claiming your place. You've been working on this for a very long time. You've done this before. How can you embrace this moment and take position as the leader of your life? What the heck? The waterfall beckons you forth toward your empowerment. To consider what you do if you truly felt empowered. It encourages you to step more fully into your confidence, to receive the pounding thunder of the falling water as your encouragement and your applause. And here's a soul inquiry. I usually don't read the soul inquiry. They're questions to ask yourself. We have this inquisitive card here of the Page of Swords where we're asking questions. And so they say, what would you do if you felt empowered and confident? Try to imagine yourself what that would be like for you. Apologies for my cat interrupting. I know she's cute though, so maybe you liked it. I hope that you enjoyed your reading, Cancer. I think it was beautiful. We all go through She's stepping on my hotkeys. Oh, sorry about that. Alrighty, we're gonna let you go, Cancer. Thank you so much. I wish you the best, okay? If you have any questions, let me know. Tell me what you're going through. Let me know if that resonated. Obviously, all of it isn't, or maybe all of it is. Who knows? I'd love to get some feedback. Also, all of the decks that I'm using are in the description below. Make sure you subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye bye.